What's up, folks? It's Kurt from WhiteTAILS Deer Hunting. After spending 2 quality days with family over Thanksgiving, I'm pumped. It's Friday morning, and I am in the truck on the way to my cousin's camp in the Allegheny National Forest. We're going to get down there today, do a little bit of scouting, head back to camp, have some beers, tell some stories, and sit around a wood stove. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be out in the woods for the 2024 Pennsylvania rifle season opener. We'll see you there. Weather looks ideal for the PA opener this weekend. It's supposed to be a low of 19 and a high of 26. We're getting a couple of inches of snow today. There's supposed to be some scattered snow the remainder of the weekend. With snow on the ground, it's going to be great to be able to see deer a long ways away in the woods. Weather the last 40 minutes has been pretty good. I am down at camp.
Tell you what, this weather is plenty warm. I'm gonna wear a t-shirt, I think. A t-shirt. No, buddy. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Yeah. I tell you what, it was shitty.
Holy hell, was that perfect timing, buddy?
Huh?
I just pulled in myself.
How are you, man? Good to see you.
Seeing you.
Yeah. How you doing? I'm Kurt.
I'm Clint.
Clint, nice to meet you, buddy. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good.
Ready to put some miles on?
I am. Yeah. Well, you guys got this place warmed up already. That's nice.
Well, they got here last night.
Oh, you got here last night?
Yeah.
Well, shit, Shawn, that works out perfect for you.
Yeah.
They get
Strategy,
everything set up.
Strategy.
It only took about midnight last night. Finally got decent here. You can take off a jacket.
Nickel for every time I tap, buddy. Trust me. We used to stand outside because it was always about 10 degrees warmer out there than it was in here until this place got warm. That's true.
It was 33 last night and 38 in here.
Nice. 3 trails all come together and meet at one point. It's a little bowl right there. And from what Todd and I talked about, the deer that came past him last year, there's a trail that goes diagonally there and drops down into the bottom. So where those 3 trails all come together, instead of sitting above it, I want to sit below it by 50 to 75 yards.
And look up.
So that I can look up to where those 3 trails come in, but also see that trail that's coming diagonally along the bottom that's going into the bottom. Because through the woods, I'm not comfortable shooting 150 yards through the woods.
That's anything bad at my crossing. Like Todd said,
Yeah.
he said that. I said, I told you. That's truly when people say they shot 100 yards. There's not many times in your life you ever done that. But I'm telling you, down to that laurel is every bit of 120, if it's not more.
Right.
That's a far shot.
Yeah.
And in
It's
the
just
woods,
so
I don't
many
care.
trees in there.
And that's the thing. That's what I said.
Unless that deer
It's not
stops
like
in
it's
the
wide
exact
open
right
either.
spot.
Yeah, if he's standing there, okay, you got,
Yeah.
that's that one I shot from my first one down there, remember? I got him on my 4th shot. It was the last shell on the gun. That thing just kept walking. I'm just firing lead. And
Meanwhile, I'm dragging one out below him. I thought you were shooting at me.
but it was.
You guys have
Roads were bad.
Are they?
It's
Yeah.
coming across.
I told you everywhere I want to go.
Can you imagine hunting out of stand with that wind coming up?
Oh.
That's the only thing. I'm like, man, I don't want to be in the air tomorrow.
You get up like,
Well, it doesn't matter.
cover
Tomorrow,
nice.
Sunday, Monday, it's not getting any better.
2 years ago.
I've done that.
Oh, I do too. No.
Air coming right up underneath your butt.
I remember one year going into my
I forgot to
stand
tell
at
you that,
home
'cause I
at
seen
mom's. It was icy
I
and
went in there
snowing
Monday
and
for
stuff.
dinner, go in there.
My very
Monday.
second
Monday,
step on my
yeah.
ladder, my foot slipped
Like,
off and my
first of all,
knee hit the
you
next
got-
step, and it just like I jumped down, man.
I
I
like
just
going in, I'm
like,
like,
yeah.
that's the first time I've ever
gosh,
seen
did
it.
that hurt?
Yeah.
I really want to get my one note, my buck crossing,
Oh, yeah, because you got to know.
because I haven't been getting any pictures because there's no sale.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling once I'll pull it, I told these guys there'll be like 1,000 pictures of all these fucking shots.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that one. Did you bring your card reader? Yeah.
What do you think, Kurt? You about ready?
I'm ready anytime, buddy.
We can.
So you guys spent that whole week up here in archery, and the first 5 days was warm as piss?
Oh, every day. Whole entire week. Yeah, we never hunted one evening. I take it back. I hunted finally the Friday evening before Saturday morning I went home. It was in the mid-70s. We went golfing on Wednesday. It was 77 degrees. So we hunted in the morning and then we went
Right, yeah,
golfing.
what are you gonna do?
Because I'm like, I'm not sitting out there and I don't want to stink up my area when I know what is in the area. You know what I mean?
I mean, even if you're sitting on a field, you're waiting for them to come out at dark, they're not coming out until an hour after dark in that heat. They're sitting right back in those pines or near those creeks or in those little hollows where there's a little bit of cool air.
Yeah, it was again, you can't control the no feeding on the camera. And there's a single buck walking. Yeah, it was just like nothing to say.
What were the dates you were up here?
I think we came up like the 27th through like the 4th or 3rd or 4th of November, something like that.
And that's about.
So the Halloween week and the first week of November is usually, man, that's usually.
Yeah.
Because the year before when we did that, guess what? Oh my, that was the most fun I ever had hunting up here. Couldn't get out of the woods. These deer don't know. These roads mean nothing to these deer.
Yeah, no.
How about that? You think anything went down through there? Huh?
That's a great trail right there. Holy shit, dude.
And here's what I like. Okay, look at this one cutting across some trailers now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's not just once in a while. Whoa.
This is beat down.
I've never seen this like this before.
I'm sure with all the openings up there, there's a lot of browse up there now. Come down here to bed, go up there to browse.
Here, yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Trying to figure out a spot for Shawn to sit in the morning. We've got that huge trail coming down off of the logging road up there that comes right down within about 60 yards of us right here.
I think from what you got, big, man.
Yeah, I mean you got a big one right there, a big lane right there, big lane straight down right here.
Yeah.
I think it's better than what we've seen so far.
The thing is,
Absolutely.
you go up 20 yards, but then you lose everything below you.
So is this the same place the scrape has been, or it's just been in this area?
Remember I said there's always
Yeah.
been scrapes somewhere right around here, but above right.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely been used in the last couple of weeks.
Not a lot of leaves on it. There's still deer shit.
Look at how
the
fresh
deer
that
shit right
looking
there.
branch is.
That's
up
what I
there.
just told you. That's really fresh.
Yeah. That's cool. Shawn helped me find a spot here where I can see down over that steep face about 80 yards. There's 3 trails that meet right about where Shawn is right there. And then I can shoot up 80 to 90 yards above me right there. So I'm gonna have lots of concealment right behind this rock right here. And in the morning with crunchy leaves, should be able to hear them coming and be prepared. Look at that trail right there. I was so clueless that first year you guys put me in here. And I sat here a while and started looking around. I'm like, holy crap, I could sit here and enjoy the view all day long.
You know, always like I've been in here like when it's been raining, and it always looks like it's freaking 10 o'clock at night there. Sometimes where I'm sitting, it is always dark.
Yeah.
And it's like you're waiting for it to get daylight, and it's like it just doesn't happen.
No, not with the hemlocks. Took me 2 minutes to find the thing.
So tomorrow,
Buried in all those clothes.
tomorrow it's gonna be like Dumb and Dumber. You're just gonna say, yeah, just let it go. We were hunting New York this year. You couldn't walk with the acorns in the woods. And around here, besides at camp, I can't find an acorn saved by ass.
Yeah, at home in New York where we were this year, again, 3rd year in a row, you couldn't find anything. We had 2 years of the gypsy moth. And then the 3rd year, we had that frost on Memorial Day weekend that killed all the young oak leaves everywhere around us. And most of those trees were just trying to survive, let alone trying to produce mass.
Yep.
And actually, we found a lot of oaks in the woods this year that are dead. I mean, huge, mature oaks.
That's a shame.
And after 3 years of that stuff,
They said that's
they're
what
dead.
happened. It used to be all good woods. This is where Scott and us used to go in this gate here.
So this is recent that they did all this
they did
logging?
this in the last year.
Those buckle lay right in those tops.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you step on them, they won't move.
2 years I've hunted. Never seen a car in this wreck.
Yep. Fresh. I think that's just a doe. I think those are just ears, but it's tough to tell.
I can't tell with my eyes from here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna blow and really ruin our day?
There you went to.
That's funny. Frozen. Go ahead. You
Look how
guys
she
move.
blends in, yeah. Take your eye off her and look, and it's like you don't even realize she's there.
Yeah.
There she goes. Goodbye. We'll talk later. You did well.
That's awesome.
Right in where we hunt.
I mean, look at this shit. There's tracks everywhere. It's going to be a warm morning. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be cold.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Kenny, how are you, buddy?
Kurt, how you doing?
Good.
brother?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man.
I told Jason when we were riding up here today, this morning, I'm getting dressed in the bedroom, I look out in the backyard, I see the two deer fighting. It was like right at first light. I'm like, what the heck? I have binoculars in there. Two button bucks. Mom's standing there eating grass, and these two little button bucks are like, it's like Rudolph and the reindeer games in there.
Ah, man, sitting there for the first 2 hours till
Yeah.
you get cold.
That's what he said.
That's what I was saying. Just go sit there for a couple hours.
Roll around, man. Hell yeah.
I'm
think
talking,
it gives you a nice
especially the snow.
advantage.
You ought to see though, just walking up that road, he'll tell you. It's just
There's a highway everywhere.
back and forth.
It was all fresh powdered snow. It wasn't tracks from yesterday or the day
Right,
before
it's
or
all
even
this
last
morning.
night. It's all
This
today.
morning because it wasn't snow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you got the peach.
9/19.
Hey, saved a 30 pack from August and brought up. I figured
Isn't that
it'll be
delicious,
nice
though?
for everybody all weekend long, kind of change it up.
9/19, right past my crossing.
Have a couple regulars, throw a peach in your hand.
I got a better angle.
I love it.
Yeah.
In the summer when I'm golfing
Yeah.
and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Better angle that rack.
Oh my God.
See how he snaked through the woods?
11 point.
Mhm.
The big body on that deer, though.
Oh yeah.
He's a little fat.
He's part of his down.
I used to love all those stories in game news magazines. Oh, I shot a chunky spike at 8 a.m.
My buddy Nick this year, he's got real bad ears. He shot his buck. He hunts with earplugs in. He didn't get them in time. He shot his buck, and his ears are like ringing for days and days.
300 win, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he comes up to me. I'm still hunting. He comes and finds me. And he's from like me to Kenny. He's like, "You seen anything?" Like he's shouting. I'm like,
Right.
Nick, shut the fuck, like what? Shut up.
Yeah.
He had no idea. He's talking so loud. His ears are- so he no sooner like squats, sits down like right next to me. He's sitting to my left, and here comes this single deer by itself. I'm like, oh, it's
Gonna be a buck, yeah.
hammer time. So I like, in between the tree and his right shoulder is my 300 Win Mag, like right on his ear. And I'm like, I'm already apologizing. I'm like, Nick, I'm sorry, buddy. And he's like, just do it, man, just do it. He's like, he's like crouching. He's like afraid to move because this thing's close. And I'm thinking I'm gonna just squeeze off like right in this
Yeah.
poor kid's ear, and it ended up being a doe. But he was like, afterwards, he's like, thank goodness you didn't shoot, man. Because his ears rang like the whole
Right.
drive home and everything.
Oh.
Like he gets all messed up from it.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's a bunch of deer meat and cheese cut up in there if you guys want some real fun.
So your buddies have a riot
saw-
watching these?
It was at least a
What?
pretty big 4-point.
My buddy's brother stumbled across it like 2 years ago.
That's funny.
And then I've got like 3 other buddies that would come up to me like, they must just show up on their YouTube feed. My one buddy's brother's like hooked on it. He's,
My turn.
dude, I used to cut trees with. He was like, where's his message?
He's the one on the left.
He goes,
No problem.
he sent me 2023's link, and he goes, Beetle, which is his brother's nickname. He said, Beetle's chomping at the bit for the next episode of Armstrong's PA Deer Camp. I said, it takes time to produce such greatness, Dave. I said, you have to wait.
Oh my God.
Now, I remember when like 2021 one or whatever came out, he sent me a link. His brother was texting, he's like, is that Jace on a YouTube video? Standing by the fire? And he's like, I watched this whole thing, and he's like, yeah, it sure was. His dad, and all this stuff.
That was my buddy Joe.
Yeah, your buddy said the same thing too. Yeah, I knew there was some other guys.
Well, that was that day that you, Shawn, and I went out on Friday, and you were right in the beginning of it because I videotaped you walking past when we went out to scout.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I brought those in a few times to thaw them out while you were.
Well, that's what I.
Well,
We were talking about that. We leave these
I
out
said it's a
tonight.
shame we gotta bring the beer inside. 'Cause it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
freeze.
we're gonna wake up in the morning, half the can's gonna be exploded.
Yeah, you better watch your mixers and stuff that pop out.
Oh yeah, that pop.
Well, I figured if I brought fruit, we'd be a little healthier this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
It's fruit in the fridge.
My mother-in-law will rob all those out of my fridge this weekend. She loves that bush peach and you can't buy it in the wintertime, so
Oh
she'll
really?
steal them all out of my fridge this weekend.
They're good. They're really refreshing.
Yeah, it's really good.
No, they're kind of warm.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not
What?
like sweet like a twisted
good.
tea, it's like very subtle.
Yeah.
It's
Jimmy,
good.
you want one?
I think it's so refreshing. When I'm golfing, I love those in the
You
summer.
need one?
I'm good, buddy, thank you. I'll grab one in a minute.
Cool. Alright, I might be able to finish this because that's almost too much peachy for me.
Really? Ah, see, I like it.
I do too.
I don't like my beer to taste like flavor or fruit.
Yeah,
I don't like the apple.
How about your-
Yeah.
I think it's
they
really
make apple too.
Flavor fruit.
They make apple, they make a sour apple. Tastes like
Maybe, I don't know.
It's not that I don't know I my thought they had peach. like a red can, like red apple, and then they had a green one.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, I'll drink it.
It's like 2 peaches to me.
I mean, it's the first was alright, but I don't think I can drink that whole
Summertime.
can.
Oh, in the summer, those are delicious.
Yeah.
You want it? Were you
I'll
finished
drink
here?
it, yeah. You want
That
ice?
herpes sore's not open anymore.
I was gonna say, I usually wipe the rim off. I saw the gym go right now. I usually release dust it off. Man.
Can't worry about little things.
It's
all burns.
They said the sores would go away.
Yeah.
Wait, where were the sores?
Yeah.
On my
We're
ass.
supposed to ask that.
You want an icy light to wash the taste out?
He said he goes the whole way out. Where we saw the monster that year, well, that was Shawn and Jason and I. That monster that year.
Down there. What are you doing if you get one?
Well, it was funny because I saw him in
Did
the
you go out
morning.
there and hope that you don't see
Walk
any
the
bucks,
road.
I guess?
That's what I was hoping
I
for.
saw him come back.
Tell me, I was a kid when I
Same
said I'm
bench
hoping.
I was
If you see
on,
anything,
he
I'll be
saw
like,
me and then he went
nope.
up and around.
Did you ever walk
Nice
out the
guy,
whole way to the
that's
point?
it.
Do you
It's
look down
steep.
there? That's
I mean,
probably
it's
the steepest
real
part of any mountain around here. And how that thing went down over there full tilt, man. That is
That's a big
steep.
butt.
That is.
Oh, that was-
that thing was.
Rack was 3 times the width of his ass.
That
Oh, that was giant.
That was as big
It was
as that
150
one.
yards from us, and it was just like,
Long ways away.
going, I guess.
It looked like Bullwinkle.
Well,
on
you
the
seen a big one out there 2 years ago.
That was right before we saw that nice 8 or whatever. That
Oh, on the way
Yeah,
out, we
ran
seen the
us
8
over.
first, it almost ran us over.
Yeah, now I would have shot him in a
Oh, that was
heartbeat.
bigger than that one.
That had that chocolate brown rack.
Yep.
Remember that thing was
He came
brown.
right down to us, remember?
he like plowed up like this up on top of the ridge and looked at us. And then he was like,
He was on a mission,
10
man.
yards
He
in
was.
front of us.
I don't know what he was doing, but he was on a fucking
Man,
mission.
that was a big body. That was a big body. dude.
Oh
Remember that?
man,
cool,
yeah,
man.
like Jay said, he hit the brakes there, and he was just.
he was just
I'm
like, I swear
I
it
was
was like his
scared for
sunlight.
a
He was
minute
just
because
like,
all I
look,
had was a walking stick.
I think this game's over.
Yeah,
we're not done.
Hey, hi Robert, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi Bruce, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen,
Hey,
right?
you guys are growing. Look at this.
You wear them gloves so the heat in that buggy doesn't burn your hands.
Well, I'll tell you what. I punched the wrong button. I had the air conditioner.
I know, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Too late.
Yeah. You scouting any deer today?
Got cold is what I did.
Oh, it's cold. Yeah, it's starting to cool off.
Been a few years since it's cool
It's gonna be
like
the coolest
this.
day we've hunted in a long time.
We're going to have some snow
Well,
in the
yeah.
woods yet, a little bit, you know. Enough
Yeah,
to
there's
see.
not a ton out there, but it's enough that you can see.
You can see better, yeah.
What, 15, 16 they're calling for in the morning, but it's damn then 10 to 12 mile an hour wind. They say.
Well, the wind's gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
We got
that's
a
good.
couple tents. I won't be cold, buddy. I'll be sitting.
Oh,
in
you'll
this
still be cold.
swivel chair in the tent with I have a wool blanket laying on the chair, so I just cover up my legs with that.
There you go.
You know.
Ah, there room for two in there?
You have to sit there tomorrow. You nap, I'll look, and then you can all nap.
It's only this big though, see? That's the whole trouble.
Well, we'll be cozy.
Yeah, well, we'll be awful.
You'd be more
He'd sit on his lap, or maybe under the wool blanket with him.
Yeah, well, that's it, yeah.
Now, do you leave them set up all year, or do you?
No,
you
I'll
them
take you down there after deer season. Yeah, I've had it up for a month though.
Yeah.
They're used to it. They,
Yeah, so
like
they
2
get
years
used to
ago, I had a bear walk right up from here to that stove from me. I'm sitting there eating a ham sandwich, and I seen this bear coming, and he's coming and coming. Like I seen him clear down here like the clay poles, and he just come right up. He come right up to the tent right there. The path was right there, I'm sitting there eating. Finally, I took my hat and I went like that. And he looked up and seen it, and he turned around and walked the other way. I figured he'd be coming in my tent for that sandwich.
I fell on some red briar when we were trailing yours. I still have, there's something in my hand here I can't get
That's
out
more
of
of a
it.
floral son of a bitch.
That's all it is around my house.
They don't make brush pants. I don't care what you buy. It doesn't matter.
I was wearing them Carhartt.
Remember those brush
jeans.
pants we used to wear for bunnies with the leather on the front? Like, it doesn't matter. They go right through there like freaking barbed wire.
And yet you see a deer go through that like it.
Yeah, they don't even.
Mine
They
ran
just-
through, yeah, like
They,
it was.
they lay their ears back and they right through the middle of that shit.
I thought about that the other day. How we used to run through that brush, rabbit hunting, and just come out of there all tattered and just torn up, and just to find a thicket. You wouldn't do that today. You'd be covered, so covered with ticks, it would be ridiculous.
Dude, you should have seen my buddy Nick in
Oh.
buck season this year. After he shot his buck and came and sat with me when I said he was shouting, he sat down, and I'm like, dude, get away from him. He was moving, Uncle Jim. Everything on him was moving. I'm picking him out of his beard. I mean, his legs were like, it looked like you were looking at static TV. I mean, it was just crawling because they had just got done pushing the crabs down there.
So
I mean, he
walked
walked
all that
1,000
shit.
yards after that, and he would walk away from me 10 yards, and shake it, come back, sit down,
like
and then
porn
they would just keep coming from somewhere. Dude, it was gross.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
I mean.
gross.
And the worst thing is when you pull
Even
one
to hold
off for
my
like the
butt
next
brother?
15 minutes, you're like,
That's all I did when
Like-
Nick was
Yeah.
sitting next to me. I'm like, this.
yeah, you start itching and you start feeling something crawling on your arm. And,
Well, even in New York,
Yeah.
remember I'm like, Steve, you know, because you start
Yeah.
feeling stuff. You're like, Steve, there's nothing wrong. And he's looking, no, there's nothing there. But I'm like,
It feels like
Yeah, you do. You start itching. It's cold as
It's
hell.
gonna be cold.
Yeah. really?
The deer's gonna be moving. No doubt about it. They're gonna be cold.
They gotta
too.
eat,
They're gonna be
man.
cold too.
When it's cold like this, they
I
gotta
might
eat. That's
get
how
one
they
to
get warm. Yeah.
Shoot you.
Right there.
Yeah, it's clear as can be out right now.
Yeah.
I might get a spot.
And he warmed those down. He's gonna
She
straight
did
out.
it. Kurt me, I was just saying it.
Listen, I know somebody goes over to Scott's buddy, they're gonna shoot that eagle.
Wouldn't that be funny? Scott, look what I got. Right here,
Oh.
right here, tree.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
That's a big buck I seen. Woo! That's the fifth one I've seen today. Oh, don't get any better than this, gentlemen. Hey, don't forget buck pulls carryover, so if somebody scores, it could be a big pot this year.
Yeah, what are we putting in?
I heard New York's a double bind. $10.
I gotta know where you shoot. I gotta see proof where you shot it.
That's debatable. You
If
gotta
it
come up
ain't,
and
if
see.
it ain't in PA, it don't count.
Gotta walk up and see, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Here's my 10.
Son of a bitch. Did we put 10 or 20 in? What did we do last year?
I
Jim?
thought it was 10 last
I
year.
gave all my
Count,
IOUs to those poor firemen and leapers, so I guess.
Well, I got the money back there. I can tell you how much it is.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was 20.
When's the last time
Oh,
someone
it's
got one
22.
up there? Is it opening day
Seriously, I
only?
thought it was 20. Yeah, it's only
Who
open
carries
day.
ones on?
When's the last time somebody got one then?
Well, we just started it last year.
Sorry.
What are we doing? I don't know.
Last year was, there were 6 people in it, and there's 6 $20 bills in here.
Okay,
So it's 20.
$20 bill.
I'm in then.
I'm in.
I'll make me a notepad for I'll write another one up, I guess.
An IOU. Jesus, throwing it in IOU. You want to keep
Wait, who's
going?
it? You're in.
And me.
Give me like 3 weeks
You're
from now.
in?
Todd's like, hey, you
Yes,
still owe me.
Alright. Wait, no, you're not in.
You already got
Oh,
already got one,
PA.
you
Oh.
It's double. It's double. New York.
My
bucks
New
double.
York doesn't count that?
No.
Why not?
That's, see,
That's bullshit.
That's
right
okay.
there.
That's
I'm
okay.
calling bullshit on that.
What is it,
Jimmy,
10 or
back
20?
me up.
20.
Okay, I gotta get another $10.
So you can put in for me.
Well, then I should be in.
I-
I got a 10 point.
I gotta know you.
might want to hang on that.
Curtis Lambus.
It's Dumb and Dumber. No, these are good. We all.
That's what he keeps saying. You might
Who
wanna
threw
hang
this
on to
one
that
in? Jimmy.
Jimmy.
So
I
Jimmy
owe
and
10
Ken.
more.
I got Jimmy and Ken right now, and an IOU. In
Alright,
Clinton.
it's a PA buck pool. I got a 10 point. I'm in the lead.
Whose 10 is this?
It's mine. I gotta
Well,
get 10
yeah,
more.
I
I decided,
thought
I
you
decided to
were
hand
on
Katie
opening day.
$50 for I left this
He
morning.
owes and you owe 10.
Yes.
Yeah, write an IOU.
I owe you.
Write an IOU for 10 up right there.
I should write the IOU on the 10.
I'll be walking around for 2 years saying IOU or something.
might want to hang on to that.
Well, what's gonna happen is like if nobody gets one, he'll throw that note away. So then.
No, it's getting clipped on that side right there.
What are you making?
Green
Beans?
Smashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes?
No, that's how it was back then.
Venison steak and gravy.
Oh.
Celebration.
A little shot of that.
Look at that.
A
little stuff in the oven.
With no cellophane on it this year.
Siblings died.
Oh, I like that.
Smart ass. You had to be smart.
From down at Gary's garage, clean up and over to behind Nanny's house. And then it finally stopped.
Oh, they softened up good, buddy.
And all that thick shit behind Nanny's house. Tim Sure finds it like a week later, big 10-point rabbit hunting. Was probably 100 yards from where we stopped.
Looking it.
Yeah.
I've been there, trust me.
It sucks. That
It's a
stuff
gross
sucks.
feeling.
It is. It's the worst feeling in the world.
The worst
You
feeling
understand that
is, it's
it
not
don't
about
matter.
me not getting there. You know, the worst feeling is I don't want something that's suffering and dying.
Me
Right.
neither.
That's
Me
all I
either.
And you're
I'm
home
gonna
sleeping
kill
in your
somebody.
bed and you're warm and it's out there.
I
Yeah.
was trying to
It's not
convince
the fact that I didn't get fucking
Again,
bucket. The fact that that poor
shoot
thing suffered out
something
there. You know?
probably remains.
this year. I was trying to convince
Kill it.
myself that I hit a fucking tree and I just nicked its
And
belly
you
and the
may
white
have.
fur. But I'm like, all I could keep thinking was, man, I could see fucking chewed up leaves and shit on the arrow. So I'm like, I hit its fucking belly
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
problem
Like, that
is,
deer- the deer
if
was
you
hurt.
said you hit belly stuff, 100% the deer will die.
I know, and that's what hurt.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
Yeah.
hurt the most,
Yeah.
man. Like,
I mean, it might not be real. If there's guts on the arrow, that deer will die.
Yeah, you got intestines.
But again, that's not what you try to do.
It's a part of what we do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we do.
it's a risk you take,
It
but
happens.
archery hunt. Yeah,
Like,
right.
yeah.
That's the first one I've done that to, and it fucking hurt, man. I didn't even want to archery hunt. I didn't archery hunt the next day. I didn't want to.
The very
Yeah,
first
I
one,
hear you.
the very first one I ever did, and I hit like that. I said that. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, that was the reason
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
felt
start
sick.
archery hunting until I was
I remember that.
16. I'm like, I don't feel, I'm not ready to. I don't want to.
That another one he hit over at Gary's, I found like a week later when they were mowing the corn before you dropped down in the spooky hall. I'm looking out in the field, the guy's coming out of the field with his tractor. I'm like, there's
Me?
no
Oh,
me.
I was gonna say it wasn't me.
That's the one with that point laying across the top of his head.
and
And
stuff, the wacky one.
I'm like, and he and I trailed that thing to
Right
the
to the
road,
corn, I'm
to
like-
the cornfield. And we went back and forth through that cornfield, didn't see blood on any stalks,
That's so tough.
nothing.
He won 50 yards in
A
there.
week later, they mowed it, and I'm like, there's a deer laying there. I'm coming home from
How
work.
we missed them or how we.
I stopped. went
Yeah, but you
down,
could be
I'm like,
3 feet away.
There it is. That's him.
It's
I get up so far, and I have a rope tied to my walk on down on the ground. And whenever I hit the end of that rope, that's where I wanted to put it. I pull it up with one hand, hanging on. Yep, I used to.
The difference is though with Todd stands, they're about as high as that ceiling and tops. I don't even know if they're that high.
I don't think
I don't think they're that high actually. No. Todd, I'd be like, here, hand me your bow. He is. He's like 10 feet off the ground.
higher than that.
Alright. 12 tops.
okay, folks. It's gonna be a cold one in the morning, man. We went out and scouted today, and sat around having beers in camp with a nice wood stove all day today. Just got done having a big, huge venison dinner, and now everybody's kind of after dinner getting their shit ready for the morning. So here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and get all my clothes out, get them packed up, get stuff in my backpack and strapped to my backpack. That way in the morning, when I come out, I'm gonna come out with my underlayers on that are warm. I'm gonna drive out to where I'm hunting, put my boots underneath the heater in the wheel well of the truck in the morning, and when I come out here in the morning, man, I'm gonna be ready to just jam, get away from here, and head out. But it's supposed to be 22 degrees tomorrow morning with 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. It is gonna be a cold opening morning, so I want to get shit ready now, so when I get out there, I hopefully have enough clothes to stay warm and sit out there as long as possible.
Plus everybody walking in the morning.
I think
They're
I'm
gonna be crunching in the woods, walking through the woods. That's gonna
sound like you heard an elephant.
that's gonna have them moving right off the bat.
Towards you, towards that center.
So what time does it get light and stuff?
I haven't started that yet.
Huh? 6:30. You can start to see
I
the
think with the
snow.
snow on the ground, you will. If something's close.
Just get in there now, or what?